Northern Elder says APC lack the will to be able to deliver, lack the goodwill to be able to deliver Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu to Nigerians. For starters, Buhari has spoiled his chance in no small way. Buhari himself is not even interested, in Tinubu's intention to become president. You can read his body language and you can tell by a mile that this guy has nothing, you know, in terms of making sure that, the presidency is delivered or APC has an opportunity. Buhari knows he has failed his people. He knows he failed Nigerians. He knows there is no two ways about it. There is no two way about it. He knows he has failed. He knows that there is no opportunity for either persons to to be able to rise up to it and ensure that the difference is made. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Northern APC governors lack the goodwill to deliver Tinubu, Yusuf reveals. Northern elder Professor Usman Yusuf is a former executive secretary of the National Health Insurance Scheme and a supporter of the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the party presidential candidate. In this interview, monitored by Arise TV, he spoke on the recent outing of Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the All Progressive Congress presidential candidate. What do you make of Tinubu's absence and the town hall meeting organized by Arise TV, yet appears in London for Shitan's House interview? I watched the town hall interview all through because it is not an effort. I sat down and watched the television for as long. But when this presidential candidate went on television, they are auditioning for the nation, for the nation's job, and people watch them. Not only how they handle the question, but how they comport themselves, what they wear, what they say, and how their temperament shines through. That is the whole purpose. And I didn't watch all three of them. All three candidates did well. The former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, former Governor of Kaduna State Rabiu Kwankwaso, and former Governor of Anambra State Peter Obi did very well. And you could see that each one of them brought out their experience to bear. The Vice President will tell you what he did as Vice President of Nigeria. Kwankwaso will tell you what he did as the Governor, and Peter Obi as well will tell you what he did as Governor of Anambra State. I was really impressed. But why the town hall meeting does not make someone the president, but it is important they appear before the people. I was disappointed that Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not appear. You remember the last time you asked me if I watched the presidential interview. I said I did. And on Tinubu's outing in London, I needed a cup of coffee to stay awake. I watched it, to be honest, and with you, I was very disappointed. And I have heard people defending him, but the presidential candidate is auditioning for a job from 200 million Nigerians, and there are 90 million eligible voters. You are not talking to us. You are entering the plane and you go all the way to diaspora. Who is going to vote for you from there? So you go and talk to the people who have no vote, who cannot vote for you. It's not a reality. My disappointment is seeing that a lot of our candidates are getting to a point where it is obvious that they are self-centered or selfish. Why do you have to go to America or London to say who you are and what you intend to do, and you leave your house? I don't understand why they are doing what they are doing. But Chita's house appearance for me was a disaster. The speech Tinubu gave when it came to time for him to answer questions from journalists and general public, he chose elected members of his group for him to give answers. That was not satisfactory, not at all. He reads the speech and someone else he reads the speech which anyone else can read. I have a 13-year-old daughter who could read that same speech better than he did. So it is nothing. The whole idea is not about reading the speech, but about expanding and explaining yourself to the people, inquiries and questions. He disappointed all Nigerians in diaspora because he was meant to address think tank. I have never been to Shitam's house and I don't know how they do their things, but there is collections of Nigerians in the audience expecting to hear what he would do in addressing issues in the country on the idea of outsourcing questions to his team. That is absurd. How can you do such a thing? This is terrible. You can't do a thing like that. It's never done, not in any way, humanly speaking, possible. You are auditioning for a job and yet you leave it to others. You cannot do such a thing. Nigerians must be careful who they are picking as their leader. Let me tell you, to be honest with you, I've already said it, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's politics has never been national. His politics has always been regional in the southwest and mostly in Lagos, where he is the commander general and nobody challenges him. He is inexperienced in national frontiers and is showing when he stated that he was the former secretary of the government of the Federation, Babachir Lawal, who is very good friends, that said Tinubu told him that he would not go to the southeast because it is a waste of his time and money. How can you do a thing like that? So in the north, this is what I am saying. He is circumventing to the north, thinking the northerners will help him win the election. But none of the northern governors have the goodwill of the people to win Tinubu any election. He will be surprised. Mark my words. I tell you the truth. So this is what is going on. The eye where they cry, they see. And everybody can see what is going on. And it's up to Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. They say a word is enough for the wise. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button. God bless. Have a good day. Bye for now. Bye-bye.